يما انا مع الامير محمد بن سلمان كلكم بتصوروا معلش.
In a world where power invites danger, some Arabs stand as the most heavily guarded figures on the planet. From controversial royal figureheads with bounties on their heads, to a jilted princess who needs 24/7 protection from her notoriously dangerous ex-husband, these Arabs put the security entourage of the American president to shame. Let's dive in and examine the lives of the most heavily guarded Arabs in the world and the extraordinary measures taken to protect them. Mohammed bin Salman. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, has considerable authority and income through Saudi Aramco, the state-owned oil company. He's one of the most riveting and influential leaders in the Arab world. This stature carries risks, particularly after his alleged role in journalist Jamal Khashoggi's killing, which has earned him countless worldwide adversaries.
The CIA has concluded with medium to high confidence that you personally targeted Khashoggi.
To protect his safety, bin Salman has assembled a massive security squad of approximately 1,000 people. This includes both traditional military and cybersecurity experts, who safeguard him against both physical and digital threats. Since taking office in 2017, he has merged military and security services to improve protection. He hired 800 additional cops by the end of 2019 to supplement his current security force. In his parallel role as the kingdom's defense minister, bin Salman has already invested more than $20 billion in military technology in the last 2 years. This investment is critical to keeping him secure. While interacting with the public is necessary, he must also ensure around-the-clock caution. His team works discreetly to ensure that he can carry out his tasks without endangering himself. Recently, bin Salman has expressed deep concerns about his personal safety in pursuing normalization with Israel, as reported by Politico. During discussions with U.S. lawmakers, MBS reportedly conveyed that he fears for his life if he advances with the agreement without securing significant concessions for Palestinians. Considering how concerned the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia is about his personal well-being and security, it's safe to assume his father, the ruling king, would have an even more meticulous and dedicated protective plan. Let's find out how heavily guarded is the Saudi king. King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of Saudi Arabia has one of the world's most secure setups. With a personal fortune of over $18 billion, his protection is crucial. As a prominent leader involved in key geopolitical events, such as the Saudi involvement in Yemen and Vision 2030, he frequently finds himself in the public eye, which can pose concerns. The assassination of his chief bodyguard, Major General Abdulaziz Al-Fahad, enhanced the importance of his protection.
Murder of Jamal Khashoggi, it's been marked really hugely tarnishing for Saudi Arabia's image, of course.
The death of the general, who was known for his loyalty and experience, prompted severe fears about dangers from both within and outside the kingdom. Rumors imply that he may have had access to critical information, further complicating the security situation. King Salman's security measures are robust in response to these concerns. His security detail consists of elite bodyguards, armored cars, and continuous surveillance equipment. These steps ensure that he can perform his tasks without fear. In a dangerous zone, the nation prioritizes the king's safety by providing an entire military unit called the Saudi Arabian Royal Guard. Originally an independent military force, the Royal Guards were incorporated into the armed forces from its inception until 1953. Still, multiple units of the Royal Guard protect the King of Saudi Arabia and other relatives at all times. Prince Alwaleed bin Talal. Prince Alwaleed bin Talal is another high-profile member of the Saudi royal family and one of the world's wealthiest individuals. Therefore, it's natural that his security entourage is almost as grand and top-notch as the king's. With investments in big corporations such as Citigroup, Twitter, and Four Seasons Hotels, he has amassed enormous wealth and power. This financial power attracts both positive and harmful attention, necessitating stringent security measures. His outspokenness and often provocative ideas highlight the necessity for top-tier protection. To keep him secure, Prince Alwaleed has a highly skilled security team that carefully monitors access to him. They leave nothing to chance, allowing only approved personnel to approach close. Given his billions of dollars in net worth, it is understandable that he wants such stringent security. His high-profile lifestyle and charity endeavors attract attention, but not everyone recognizes a billionaire's power. His security detail must be on constant alert due to his wealth and public attention. While normal people worry about simple things like securing their doors, Prince Alwaleed's entourage works hard to keep him secure. They control who comes close to him and provide a safe environment for his everyday activities. His fleet of bulletproof vehicles ensures complete safety in case of any unforeseen event. Prince Bandar bin Sultan. For royals like MBS and King Salman, utmost protection is a birthright. On the other hand, there are several high-profile Arab figures who've earned the right to top-notch security, either because of their sensitive position or due to their controversial dealings. One such figure is Prince Bandar bin Sultan, the former Saudi ambassador to the United States. He demands tight protection due to his important role in Saudi diplomacy. His involvement in multi-billion-dollar arms sales and delicate geopolitical issues has elevated him to a prominent position in both regional and international affairs. With such a prominent position comes attention and risk. Prince Bandar's career has been plagued with hurdles, requiring a strong security detail. His previous experience involves navigating complex political situations and dealing with problems, including allegations of corruption. This has only increased the demand for dedicated security personnel. His guards are constantly on watch, ready to deal with any potential threats to his standing. Given his importance in world affairs, Prince Bandar requires the highest level of protection. The precautions taken to safeguard him reflect the gravity of his work and the possible dangers that come with being a prominent player in international diplomacy. This level of security is critical for someone of his stature. Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. With Saudi royalty and even ambassadors getting unmatched security, how can the UAE stay behind? The Emirati government hasn't spared any expense in keeping its leaders safe and secure. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is a famous UAE leader who has transformed Dubai into a global business hub. His imaginative approach has resulted in fast growth, but it has also drawn unwanted attention. Sheikh Mohammed's immense authority and fortune exposed him to possible attacks, necessitating stringent security measures. To defend him, he employs a highly skilled security squad. This crew consists of professional bodyguards and innovative technology designed to keep him secure at all times. His convoy is carefully planned to ensure his safety wherever he travels. They use secure modes of transportation and carefully watch their surroundings. Previous instances have highlighted the risks he confronts as a result of regional instability, emphasizing the importance of strong security measures. Sheikh Mohammed's political clout and considerable fortune make him a target. Therefore, his security is top-notch. His security detail combines personal guards with cutting-edge monitoring to provide a protective shield that few can match. This kind of security is critical for someone of his caliber, allowing him to concentrate on his leadership and the future of Dubai. As we talk about the Middle East's leadership protection, we simply can't overlook the security that was provided to Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the late president of the UAE, was an important figure who required strict security. As monarch of one of the world's wealthiest oil-rich countries, he faced numerous dangers. His security detail featured elite troops and innovative technology to guarantee that any potential threat was addressed before it occurred. Under his leadership, the UAE modernized and expanded its global influence. With this much authority and responsibility, his security team was critical to his ability to govern without distractions. Sheikh Khalifa and other Middle Eastern leaders understand the importance of security. His security procedures included a trained staff that was ready for a variety of events, from political protests to threats from rival countries. These elaborate regulations were required due to the UAE's strategic importance in the Gulf area and Sheikh Khalifa's power over one of the world's wealthiest nations. Even after his death, the precautionary measures he implemented continue to have an impact on the safety of current UAE leaders, underscoring the long-term legacy of his devotion to the country's security. However, it's not only Arab men who benefit from this exceptional level of protection. Arab princesses, like Sheikha Mahra, are also heavily guarded. Sheikha Mahra demands substantial protection due to her high profile as a princess and public figure in the UAE. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum's daughter is locally and globally well known, and the recent fiasco of her very public divorce announcement in reaction to her husband's infidelity put her on the radar of several global gossip columns.
Sheikha Mahra bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum has declared her divorce from her husband on social media.
Her charity activities and advocacy for women's rights frequently bring her into the spotlight, making her a possible target for those who oppose her ideas. A well-trained security force safeguards Sheikha Mahra. This crew is prepared to handle a variety of situations, such as public appearances and charitable activities. They deploy advanced surveillance systems and secure transportation to ensure her safety at all times. Her security precautions are stringent, given her family's influence and the possible threats involved with her employment. For example, her security detail comprises personal bodyguards who follow her wherever she goes, ensuring that no unauthorized individuals approach her. This level of security enables her to concentrate on her humanitarian endeavors while mitigating risks in a dangerous political environment. This level of protection extends beyond the daughters of Arab kings to include their wives as well. A notable example is the security provided to Princess Haya bint Hussein. Princess Haya bint Hussein. Princess Haya bint Hussein is a well-known individual who requires extensive security due to her high-profile status and previous issues. After her divorce from Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, she faced potential threats. Therefore, her protection was a primary issue. The court in London awarded her a whopping £1 million each year for security measures. This budget funds a variety of protective services, such as armored automobiles, private jets, and a specific squad of bodyguards. The necessity for such severe protection derives from her estranged husband's disturbing acts, which include efforts to kidnap his own girls and hacking her communications. Rumor is that she was having an affair with her British bodyguard, whom she paid a whopping $1.6 million to keep quiet about their secret 2-year affair, in addition to showering him with lavish gifts, including a $21,000 watch and a vintage shotgun. Haya fled to London in April 2019 with her children, saying she feared for life amid threats. As part of a campaign of intimidation, Dubai's Sheikh Mohammed warned his ex-wife Princess Haya that she will never be safe in the UK, which is probably why her security arrangements are like something out of an action film. She and her children are always escorted by a competent security staff, and their vehicles are fully outfitted for safety. They travel in guarded vehicles and are constantly monitored by cybersecurity experts. Princess Haya's residence near Kensington Palace has modern features such as high-tech security cameras and bulletproof materials. Ironically, her husband has to pay for all the security measures for his ex-wife and her children. He agreed to £5.6 million per year payments to each child, which should cover their security needs. During secret proceedings to establish the record-breaking payment, the High Court heard from the man in charge of protecting Princess Haya and her children, who requested anonymity and was referred to as Director 1 for his own protection. He stated that £1.3 million had been spent on a fleet of 14 vehicles, including 3 armored cars, to safeguard the family. Her bodyguards utilize information from national intelligence agencies to identify possible threats to the family, particularly following the abduction of her daughters Shamsa and Latifa. When the family goes on vacation, the armored automobiles may be flown abroad with them, or helicopters may take them to various locations, including a favorite island in the Maldives. Sheikha Moza bint Nasser. If the lavish lifestyles and vigilant security details of Emirati ladies left you dumbfounded, wait till you find out how much security the Qatari royal ladies move around with. Sheikha Moza bint Nasser is among the most powerful ladies in the Middle East. Her position as the second wife of Qatar's former Emir and mother of the current Emir necessitates the highest level of protection. She plays an important role in Qatar's royal family, which puts her in the public limelight and makes her a target for those who criticize her policies. Sheikha Moza has helped shape Qatar's education system by establishing significant institutions such as the Qatar Foundation and Education City. Her efforts in social reform and education has garnered global attention, demanding a significant security presence.
Quality education transforms lives and benefits societies.
While the specifics of her security measures are kept confidential, it is known that she is guarded by a group of highly trained specialists. In a location where political tensions can swiftly escalate, adequate protection is critical to her safety. The risks linked with her powerful position need the presence of a well-prepared security team around the clock. This protection enables her to concentrate on her objective of promoting education and social change without always fearing for her safety. If this is the level of protection afforded to the mother of the Emir, one can only imagine the security measures in place for the Emir, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad al-Thani himself. Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad al-Thani. Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad al-Thani, Qatar's defense minister, wields considerable power in one of the world's wealthiest states. His status, combined with Qatar's massive oil and gas riches, necessitates strict security measures. In 2014, Sheikh Tamim initiated a huge campaign to strengthen the ruling family's personal security. While the particular details are kept private, it's evident that their safety is a key priority. As a mediator in regional crises, and with Qatar hosting important global events such as the 2022 FIFA World Cup, his every move is being scrutinized. This makes his security detail essential to his function as a leader. Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa al-Thani, Qatar's former Emir, also had an impact on the country's growth and global prominence. Although he has stepped aside, his legacy remains and needs preservation. His security consists of a combination of professional bodyguards and advanced protocols. This level of protection is required not only to ensure personal safety, but also to reflect Qatar's significant role in regional and global affairs. Next, we turn to Qatar's Prime Minister, Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jabr al-Thani, who receives protection that is on par with that of the Emir. Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jabr al-Thani. Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jabr al-Thani, also known as HBJ, is a former Prime Minister of Qatar and one of the world's wealthiest persons, worth approximately $122 billion. His high-profile investments include luxury products such as a $300 million yacht named Al-Mirkab and contentious transactions. After retiring from politics, HBJ shifted his focus to the business world, where he has achieved significant success. Through his entity, Paramount Services Holdings, he owns 3% of Deutsche Bank, making it his most substantial publicly traded holding. HBJ's legacy is marked by his significant contributions to both the political and economic spheres of Qatar. His strategic vision and leadership have been instrumental in positioning Qatar as a key player on the global stage. Known as Qatar's spokesman in the US during the 2017 diplomatic crisis with Saudi Arabia, he adeptly defended his country against accusations of supporting terrorism, showcasing his diplomatic skills and unwavering loyalty to Qatar. This degree of wealth and influence necessitates superior security. HBJ's life has been fraught with political and legal difficulties, including involvement in a high-profile torture case and a massive jewelry heist. These circumstances have reinforced his desire for protection as he navigates a world of luxury and danger. His security detail is massive, reminiscent of an espionage thriller. With so much on the line, threats are always a concern. His money and high-profile connections draw attention, which can lead to danger. As he concentrates on his luxurious lifestyle and assets, his security team works tirelessly to protect him from potential dangers. They ensure that, while he enjoys his life, the risks associated with it are adequately controlled, preventing drama. Now, let's shift our focus from the stunning skyscrapers of Qatar to the rugged hills of Jordan and explore the security required by King Abdullah II. King Abdullah II. Jordan's king. Abdullah II is well known for his moderate leadership in a conflict-prone region. His position makes him a target, thus he needs adequate security. His protection squad consists of elite forces, advanced surveillance systems, and highly trained bodyguards who are prepared to deal with any threat. King Abdullah is conversant with military operations, having served as a special forces commander and a competent pilot, which adds to his protection. His tight ties with Western nations, particularly the United States, highlight the need for strict security owing to geopolitical problems in the region. In Jordan's harsh hills, his security detail works hard to keep him safe. They are trained to neutralize threats before they occur, allowing him to perform his tasks without fear. Being a symbol of stability in the Middle East entails some risks, and King Abdullah faces particular challenges as he navigates complex political situations. To address these problems, he must implement strong security measures that allow him to focus on his critical function as a leader while remaining safe. Just like the king, Queen Rania of Jordan also requires a strong security presence owing to her husband's controversial political image and general instability in the region. Queen Rania of Jordan. Queen Rania of Jordan is well known for her impeccable style and humanitarian activities, which is also why requires significant protection. Her work for women's rights, education, and social change has earned her international attention.
From the United Nations to the International Court of Justice to the UN Declaration of Human Rights,
making her a target for those who reject her progressive viewpoints. Her dedication to peace and outspokenness against radicalism necessitate ongoing security. Queen Rania's protection squad consists of highly trained professionals and innovative surveillance technologies to assure her safety at all times. This enables her to continue her crucial work without fear. As a high-profile queen, her security is impeccable. She is constantly followed by a small crew of bodyguards and travels in armored cars. Whether she is attending major conferences or visiting rural villages in Jordan, her security detail is always on alert. Despite the necessity for safety, Queen Rania actively connects with the public and supports causes near to her heart. This combination of bravery and compassion makes her not only a popular person in Jordan, but also someone who requires the finest security possible. Speaking of the finest security, how can we ignore the Sultan of Oman, whose security detail puts that of other GCC leaders to shame? Sultan Haitham bin Tariq of Oman. Sultan Haitham bin Tariq of Oman exemplifies the significance of security for leaders undergoing considerable transition. Since becoming Sultan in January 2020, he has implemented significant reforms in Oman's defense and security sectors. He reorganized the Defense Council, hiring loyal individuals to boost national security. These improvements attempt to modernize Oman's military, but they may cause controversy and dissent. By eliminating powerful persons from crucial positions, Sultan Haitham confronts vulnerabilities that necessitate tight protection. His need for protection highlights the difficulties associated with reshaping the nation's security strategy. Sultan Haitham's security is excellent, with a well-organized defense council and specialized security personnel. He is protected by a royal guard and special forces, who ensure his safety in the face of a changing political scene. This high level of security is critical as he negotiates the difficulties of his profession. When you see him with a large security detail, it demonstrates how seriously he takes his obligations. His protection is critical to ensuring stability in a volatile region. Khaled al-Mubarak al-Sabah. Another Arab figurehead whose security is heavily influenced by the instability in the Middle East is Khaled al-Mubarak al-Sabah. His ascension to prominence raises considerable security concerns. As Kuwait's new crown prince, he is at the core of Kuwaiti politics. a position of both influence and risk. His past positions as Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Interior make him an important figure, but also a target for potential threats. Because of the sensitive nature of his tasks, his safety is a primary concern. Khaled's position places him under constant observation, necessitating a high-level security team to defend him from a variety of threats. The strong security measures are critical in protecting him from the complexity of high-stakes politics. Khaled's background means he deals with the risky nature of both royal and political dilemmas, which heightens the hazards he confronts. While most people do not require such a security team, his powerful position necessitates it. As he embraces this vital role, his security crew is always nearby, ready for any unexpected problems. This level of protection ensures that he can do his job successfully while remaining safe in a complex political context. If we had $1 for every leader needing a fortress to protect him due to political instability, we'd at least be able to afford rent this month. Because next on our list is none other than war-stricken Syria's most controversial leader, Bashar al-Assad. Bashar al-Assad. Syria's ruler, Bashar al-Assad, has implemented a robust security apparatus. Civil turmoil and heavy international scrutiny have characterized his tenure in office. In this risky atmosphere, his safety is critical. Assad confronts dangers from both domestic opponents and foreign adversaries, making his security one of the most advanced in the world. With many murder attempts and ongoing threats from rebel organizations, his safety is a key priority. His security force is made up of elite military units and intelligence services that are all dedicated to keeping him safe. Assad has made significant changes to his security hierarchy, replacing Major General Ali Mamluk, a prominent player for many years. This move appears to reflect his ambition to establish a fresh persona apart from his father's history. His protection methods include a substantially fortified security detail and a network of dedicated followers who ensure that no unauthorized individuals get too close. The heavy security surrounding Assad emphasizes the importance of his position in Syria's ongoing struggle, as well as the dangers he confronts on a daily basis. Just as the political climate in Syria necessitates protection for Bashar al-Assad, Saad Hariri of Lebanon requires similar security measures considering the national's role in the ongoing Israel-Palestine conflict. Saad Hariri. Saad Hariri, Lebanon's former prime minister, requires strong protection owing to the country's hazardous political climate. This need for security grew much more necessary after his father, Rafik Hariri, was assassinated in 2005, a tragic occurrence that horrified the world and underscored the dangers that political leaders face. Saad Hariri has received substantial local and international attention while navigating Lebanon's complicated and frequently turbulent political scene, sparking controversy at times. This history explains why he is one of the most closely guarded people in the Arab world. His security detail consists of highly trained bodyguards, armored cars, and advanced surveillance equipment. These safeguards are necessary, not merely a precaution. The political instability in Lebanon, caused by sectarian tensions and external influences, makes him a target for numerous factions. Hariri's need for protection represents not only his personal safety, but also the larger struggle for peace and security in Lebanon. With a history of threats against him, Saad Hariri takes no chances, ensuring that his huge security detail protects him while he fights for stability and reform. Turning our attention to the last one on our list, King Mohammed, the sixth of Morocco, who faces dual threat to his life from enemies in not one but two continents. King Mohammed VI. King Mohammed VI of Morocco prioritizes his security by employing a highly trained bodyguard staff. As a prominent person in Africa and the Arab world, he has spearheaded considerable reforms, making him a target for potential threats. His elite security detail is critical to safeguarding his safety in a complicated political environment. Despite the great level of security, there have been certain moments of alarm. For example, during a trip to Côte d'Ivoire, 5 bodyguards were relocated after failing to meet security requirements. One officer was even caught using a cell phone while on duty, underlining the importance of tight regulations. The king replied quickly, demonstrating that he takes any breach of security very seriously. To increase security, cell phones are not permitted in the palace or during official events. The king's security crew works relentlessly to reduce distractions and focus on his safety. With these precautions in place, it is clear that King Mohammed VI is committed to his safety, allowing him to carry out his royal duties without fear. His proactive approach exemplifies good regional leadership. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more exciting ones.